What up, YouTube? It's your boy I Fit In, and man, I'm excited. I'm happy because these major promotional companies and networks are finally starting to get their heads together. Ring Magazine let out the rankings for the welterweight division. They got Errol Spence at number 1, of course. They got Terrence Crawford at number 2. I understand that's because, the debate of who's better between Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, but I'm going to get to that in a minute. They got Pacquiao at number 3, Keith Thurman at number 4, and Shawn Porter at number 5. Now, I honestly believe that the only reason that Shawn Porter is put at number 5 out of the top 5 is because he lost the bout to Keith Thurman. And this is my honest opinion. Keith Thurman is not the same Keith Thurman that beat Shawn Porter in a close fight. And Shawn Porter is not the same Shawn Porter that lost to Keith Thurman in a close fight. The Keith Thurman that struggled with Josecito Lopez and almost got knocked out and was injured by Manny Pacquiao, that is the Keith Thurman we have now. The Shawn Porter that had a tough bout with who I believe to be the number 1 welterweight fighter in the world, which is an Errol Spence. For them to have such a close fight, Shawn Porter, that's the Shawn Porter we have today. That Shawn Porter is better than the Shawn Porter that lost Keith Thurman. This Keith Thurman that struggled with Josecito Lopez and lost to Manny Pacquiao is worse than the Keith Thurman that beat Shawn Porter. So in my honest opinion, Shawn Porter should automatically be above him. And not to mention, Keith Thurman ducked a rematch with Shawn Porter for I don't know how long. Shawn Porter had been begging for that fight. And we already know that it doesn't matter who Shawn Porter gets in the ring with, he's going to make it a tough fight. Now, fast forward. I'm explaining the win for Pacquiao over Keith Thurman. Pacquiao did score a knockdown, but he stepped on his foot. After that, Keith Thurman he hadn't taken this seriously throughout the whole camp. Keith Thurman didn't have a good camp at all. You know what the guy did. He didn't have a really good team. He was working out by himself at LA Fitness and crap like that. Sorry, bro, that's not how you prepare to fight a legend, which is a Pacquiao. Keith Thurman got injured by a body blow early on in the fight. We found out that he ended up fracturing a rib. So basically, even though he wanted to win, you could tell by the way he was fighting, he wanted to win, he was also fighting for survival. There was no way he was going to win against a grown man and a boxing legend after sustaining a fractured rib during a fight. So, fast forward to what I hope happens in the future. Manny Pacquiao, if he were to fight Shawn Porter, he's not going to have as easy of a time as he had with Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman wasn't letting his hands go. He doesn't have the same knockout power ever since his injury. Shawn Porter has relentless offense. The man is a pressure fighter. He will keep coming forward no matter what you hit him with, no matter how many times he misses. He is going to keep throwing punches. He will make a fight difficult for anybody. So I honestly think when it comes to both of them being volume punchers, but Manny Pacquiao not being much of a pressure fighter, he changes angles a lot and he's on and off you. He's back and forth, side to side. Shawn Porter will follow him. Shawn Porter has very good footwork. He's very quick. So he can follow Manny Pacquiao. He can walk him down, and he's the bigger fighter. He can hurt Manny Pacquiao, especially at this age. So I think he goes above Manny Pacquiao. The only thing with Terrence Crawford, and the only reason I put Shawn Porter as number 2 over Terrence Crawford is because Terrence Crawford hasn't proved anything at the welterweight division. He fought Mean Machine. That was a battle. Mean Machine dropped him. We've seen the pictures. his eyes crossed. Terrence Crawford's not cockeyed, guys. Not only that, his most reputable name is Amir Khan. Amir Khan has literally been knocked out a handful of times. He has not been the same fighter for I don't know how long. Another fighter, Benavidez. Benavidez was shot multiple times in the leg. He was never the same after that. Don't care what anybody says. And other than that, we have a Jeff Horn. The guy who was granted a win over Manny Pacquiao but didn't really earn that win. Do y'all really think Jeff Horn would have beat Keith Thurman like Pacquiao beat Keith Thurman? If at all? Do you really think that Jeff Horn can match Shawn Porter? I can promise you guys that won't happen. Let's be real, y'all. I know there's a lot of Terrence Crawford fans. I like Terrence Crawford as a person. I've watched his documentary. Like, I feel for his life and what he's gone through. But at the end of the day, bro, he's not the number 1 welterweight. He's not the number 2 welterweight. He has a lot to prove. Everybody else on this list has more fights at the welterweight division than Terrence Crawford. He's fought 4 times as a welterweight. Everything else that man has accomplished has been in lighter weight division. And keep in mind, while he was at those lighter weight divisions, he didn't fight all the biggest names. Him and Mikey Garcia didn't fight. That right there, I honestly think that Mikey Garcia and Terrence Crawford should have a showdown to see who deserves to stay at welterweight. Yeah, Terrence Crawford's dominating and Mikey Garcia got dominated, but look at who they both faced. Like, Terrence Crawford fought low-tier competition, and Mikey Garcia went after the best welterweight. Of course, he got beat up by a taller, more technical Errol Spence, stronger Errol Spence as well. To me, Mikey Garcia still gets all his respect, because look what he did. The man stepped out there with somebody who's gonna go down as one of the greatest welterweights of all time, whether you guys like it or not. Errol Spence will be written down in history as one of the greatest welterweights of all time. That man went overseas and took Kell Brook's belt, the belt that Kell Brook took from Shawn Porter. The man had a dogfight with the greatest dogfighter in the welterweight division, which is a Shawn Porter. Chris Algieri, beautiful boxer. He beat him. He beat Phil LaGreco. He beat, and even though you guys say, you know, well, Mikey Garcia was a lower weight class and stuff, first of all, they both made weight at welterweight division. So Mikey Garcia blew up to fight him, and he was supposed to be way smarter. Y'all had him winning the fight. Y'all swore up and down he would beat Errol Spence because he was so much smarter and he has way more experience, this, that, and the other. So Errol Spence didn't bully him and just beat him up. He outboxed him for 12 rounds straight. Mikey Garcia didn't win a round, didn't even come close to winning a round at all. At the end of the day, what Errol Spence has done at the welterweight division is legend. And he will go down in history. He will gain the respect of everybody once he mops up the rest of the welterweight division and becomes unified. Hey, like I always say, y'all got a contrasting opinion, go ahead and hit the comment section. Just don't do all no cursing. I had to get on to somebody earlier about all that cursing. Family oriented, please don't do that on my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and please give your boy a like. I fit in, out.